First of all, this is a dancehall one, right? It's not a review. We're going to talk about the end of this war. And I'm trying to tell the people I'm from now so you don't waste your time. If you're not into dancehall music and this is not your thing, because you know how my channel stay already. Your channel stay the same way too. The people think we're holier than thou art and they only want to hear certain kinds of topics. So 5 minutes in, them a cuss we out and I said, yo, you waste your time, you waste my time, man. If you're not in a dancehall, come out of the room now. Come out! Alright? Okay. Now, this is the beautiful Brains and the Beat.
Hi everybody.
And make sure you go over to her channel and like, comment, share, subscribe, all that niceness. And again, you don't have to tell her it's a Soulflow TV Center because she's right here while I was sending you. Alright? Now, this one. So, this started out like this. Alkaline versus Squash. Right? The Vendetta boss versus the Six boss. So, Alkaline dropped State of Emergency. Squash responded with Pinocchio. Alkaline dropped death announcement. Squash responded with funeral announcement. Alkaline dropped Most Wanted. Squash replied with One Shot. Next thing me know, front page of the Star, the war done. The headline said no more clashes for Squash, says manager. I'm going to go right into it first. We're both going to give you our opinions and our sides and our takes and thoughts, etc., etc. The beauty about this is you get to hear it from a female's perspective. I don't know why they think that females are not into dancehall music or our music when the most prominent dancehall artist, one off, is a female.
Yeah.
You know what I said? The genre actually locked by a female right now. So anyway, no more clashes for Squash, says manager. Like waking a sleeping giant, the Six recently launched a lyrical attack on fellow dancehall entertainer Alkaline. Let me say again, we're taking this from the Star. We're going to expound upon it, say our own piece, but the piece have come from the Star. We're giving them credit, so nobody can say we are plagiarized, we are teach the people and material, all these things. So, like waking a sleeping giant, the Six recently launched a lyrical attack on fellow dancehall entertainer Alkaline. In the spirit of dancehall, the attack was returned by the Vendetta boss with a volley of threats through social media and song. But there's another faction who some allege are daring to charge onto the battlefield. The Javelani-led Wildside government. On Sunday night, the One Gov figurehead released his latest track called Undefeated. I guess Javelani won't get into the war too.
Yeah. And
released something called Undefeated. Honestly, Gage released something called Disappointed. Many other people were trying to get into this war and release. Gage thing did bad in the blouse and skirt and full of truth too, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So other people were knocking on the door trying to get into this war. That they're saying that Javelani's Undefeated clock about 50,000 views on the Vivo channel and perhaps more counts on other platforms. Undefeated has opened impressively, but the brow-raising count is perhaps because fans are positioning the song as a diss song to the Six. Cause I know them want Javelani and the Six to go at it. Popular team or not. Whether Undefeated is a diss track to the popular team or not, fans can expect the gun song to go unanswered. That means Squash them, Six, now pay no mind. Squash has, so this is Heavy D speaking I guess, and him said, which is Squash management. And Heavy D says, Squash now do no more clash. Any man can say what them want to say and sing what them want to sing. But this is not the time for that. Too much of one thing, good for nothing. And this is Junior Heavy D Frazier, manager of the Six, as he spoke to the Star. The war is over between Squash and Alkaline, and what says you?
I feel like Squash forfeit the war.
So?
Honestly, if it's getting hot,
Squash,
you have to stay in the kitchen or get out. And I feel like he got out the kitchen, and he got out the kitchen very quickly. So with caution in dancehall culture, I feel like you have to stay
the course.
Stay the course, okay?
Yeah.
Make the people them judge who the last man standing is, and remember that
We
was
are the last man standing. Rifle shot, move the goalie back. I bet somebody are gonna say, yeah man, me know say you're gonna say side with the six them because of Gaza. You said, no, not really, but I like that. The last man standing thing. I like that. So you feel say squash forfeit the war?
Yeah.
Damn.
Honestly, I feel like honestly, I think I was in high school when Vibes Cartel and Movado was going back to back to back. They took it to Sting, and even after Sting, the war was still going on and on and on.
Now I can join some government officials and ball and beg for the peace.
Exactly.
I think they only and the Gaza Gully rivalry still goes on. Them still fling song after each other now and then. But I think they actually only did that because they fully realized that it went way out of control beyond. Because remember, you know, people did not really fight people in person, you know. Not only in Jamaica, you know, but everywhere, you know. I'm talking about in the US. I'm talking about in England. I'm talking about in Africa. People were forming gully gangs and Gaza gangs are not gangs per se, but their own
group.
Yeah. And it was a warring thing in real life, and it left. And I think the two artists finally realized this gone from music.
Yeah.
So we need to come together and let the people them know. Say, yo, chill out. Listen. This is music, lyrical warfare, nothing else. Don't take it there.
Yeah.
And when time Alkaline and Squash started this, I said the same thing. I said these artists have a responsibility to the crowd to come out and say, yo, listen, the war thing, yeah, a lyrical thing. Because you must understand, it's just like battle rap. You say the most hurtful things and how much people you're gonna kill and how you gonna bust out a face and everything, fine. It's accepted in that arena, in that controlled space. But when you see your audience members start taking it
out of context
and start actually trying to do these things in real life against somebody they consider to be of the opposite or on the other team, then you owe the responsibility to say on record, any boy will do this because of this, you're an idiot. We not saying you're gonna do that. This is entertainment. This is that part of dancehall that's called clashing, and we have to keep it on. And other than that, you're right. Honestly, before she said that, I was thinking more along the lines of, you know what? When business calls, bigger opportunities are knocking on your door, certain people want to link up and do business with you, like say in the case of Popcorn, when, if you think about it, when Popcorn did the start off theme thing with Alkaline and Movado, and them I say, yo, Movado, you're a big icon, you're older man, is like a daddy, a whip a picnic, leave him alone. This is supposed to be more like Alkaline versus Popcorn, because they're on the same age limit, group level, all that, audience, whatever. And it got to a point where Popcorn does switch it off, and everybody say him throw in the white flag and him run also, right? Because Alkaline dropped Microwave, which is scorching. Some people say he came back from that, some say he didn't, and he ran. But the excuse was that Drake was calling. And Drake is a megastar with a huge platform globally. And when these opportunities open up and somebody like that said to you, yo, I understand the clash side of things, but let's leave that for now, right? I'm going to take on the road because I got some opportunities out here for you, and I don't want them look at this and that. If that's what's happening in a squash them world, then I would say, yeah, we can't see it from the outside. Left it right where it's at and keep on moving to bigger business. If that's not what it is though, then I think just like what she just said, him throw in the towel. And wave the white flag.
You forfeit the war.
And yes, the last song that he dropped was One Shot, and One Shot did bad, right? But it's like, alright, I'm throwing one bad song and then runway.
And one thing I realize with dancehall fans, especially the younger fans nowadays, they don't understand. I don't understand what's the difference between like a clash song and a song that stands alone. Honestly, it's 2019. I mean, I do no man review or involved in nothing where clashes and multiple men are concerned, because that's what I told my audience. But if I was doing a review, Alkaline What was that song?
State of emergency.
Death Announcement.
Death announcement. The boy there.
Is not a Clash song to me because he didn't reply to the stuff that Squash said. And in a war, if you go back to Vybz Kartel and Movado, every single thing that Vybz Kartel said
was
in his song,
back, counteracted.
Everything in Movado's counteraction was answered by Vybz Kartel and vice versa.
Yeah.
So that is how a clash goes. You can't have a standalone song in a war thing. But
yeah.
I don't think they understand that
the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, you know what I think happened? I think Movado and Kartel set the bar so high. First of all, Beanie and Bounty set the bar so high that only Movado and Kartel could reach it. Others tried the Clash thing and this song thing before and it fizzled out because they just could not get good morning. Him just wake up. And him wake up and come find us. Others tried it and couldn't reach it. I think Movado and Kartel set the Clash bar so high that everybody after is like they can't compete.
Yeah.
And the sad part is these artists are not willing to get on a stage and say them really bad for true. And that's why I respect Movado to death to the fullest because he was willing.
He walked in his truth.
Yeah, step out, you know, like a real soldier. Where them other artists here is one bag of talking. On record, yes, it's fine, it sounds good. But make the place pack up again like over Sting Arena one time. Well, over Jam World one time. Kartel and a Jam World it did happen? I think a Jam World it did happen, the venue.
Yeah.
But whatever the venue was, make sure that you can step out on a stage and done the place like that and have the people then pack up like that anticipating.
Yeah,
you know
and go head to head.
Lyrically,
I honestly
song after song.
I feel like nowadays
they're
not only that, I feel like they are
stage presence weak too.
Not only that, they don't have the capacity to go like word for word, head to head, on stage, off the bat like that. It takes a lot of time for you to hone your craft to get to a place where you can go
drop a rhythm. Any rhythm. Yeah.
Yeah. And just spit right off the bat and answer everything what the man just said before.
A lot of them don't have the catalog either.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't have the catalog either. Them think them reach somewhere but they don't have, you don't even have the catalog.
Yeah.
One bill of catalog. And that's what it was with Bounty and Beanie, and that's what it was with Kartel and Movado. Both artists had a catalog, a huge extensive catalog. That means that they could reel off tune after tune for days and keep that thing going, right, where the excitement was up. Nowadays, combined with poor stage presence and command of a crowd, MCing to lack of a catalog.
Not only that, the support, the people that support, they don't understand. Like, I understand, like, I'm a Gaza fan, but when one Movado song drop and it's a good song, I can say that song is a banger. I can say the line there in the Movado song there,
wicked.
God no, Kartel have to answer that.
Yeah.
These fans, no, they're a stan. They're not even fans, they're a stan.
Yeah.
Because they can take the good out of somebody else's song that's opposing who they support.
True.
That right there is not gonna go anywhere. You have to have that support and people that are unbiased in situations, especially when it comes on to clashing and stuff like that.
Very true, and I've seen it on my channel as well, where I've done reviews on, say, Alkaline, and people are saying, so Flo, I think say Gaza, you say, yo, yeah, sell out youth and all that. Like, I can't review an Alkaline song and say the song good. And it's the same thing vice versa. Even the Alkaline fans, them I say, left Alkaline song alone, dog, him don't need your strength. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't like him. And I've never said anything bad about him, but they still formulate this idea that you don't like him. It's like they cannot separate.
Yeah.
When them like an artist every song the artist drop hot for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And we are not like I'm not that like that.
I'm not like that either.
Yeah, so we can separate it
for the love of the music.
Yeah.
For the love of the music. A dancehall, we say at the end of the day. And when Bounty Killer and Cartel them said dancehall was here before us, and dancehall is gonna be here long after we're gone. Alright? We contribute and we move on. Nobody go on like said the genre come here when we came here and it's gonna leave with us. So nobody kill each other over the music. Let it be enjoyable and pass it on to the next generation in good shape. Don't fracture it, mash it up, and then pass it on to them, broke up, and then expect them to fix it. That's where I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
You know, so back to the basic of this. Did Squash run and left the war? Because the war is over. Let me just say this. I enjoyed it while it lasted.
Yeah.
Yes, I enjoyed it while it lasted. I'm gonna ask you to leave
I definitely enjoyed it, even though I didn't cover it. I enjoyed it because I enjoy telling him, you know, see, Alkaline drop one new song, blah blah blah.
And she wake me up and say, yo, Alkaline drop one new song and I think you have to go review this. The song bad. She even said the song bad. I said, which song? Right? And then I go find it. I'm like, yo, alright, I have to go review this. And then Squash have to answer, and then Squash answer week. And I said, God almighty, can Squash answer week? And I came and said that too. Go check the reviews. You know what I'm saying? So we were enjoying it as well.
Yeah.
And that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be enjoyable. And notice we never use no profanity throughout this whole throughout this whole video.
Yeah.
No cursing, not really needed. Make them cursing at the song. That's how the thing go.
Yeah.
But when we're reviewing it, we don't have to curse out nobody, and we don't have to send no subscribers or viewers up under them mother and all these things. We're not here to fracture the business or the culture. We're here to enhance it. That means spread it more across the world and hand it off to our future generations so they can enjoy it in peace as well.
Yeah.
End of the day, what I want to know is, do you think that Squash won, or do you think Alkaline won this? It stopped suddenly. So we don't know. Or is this a forfeit? Because like Brain said, if war start, you have to stay the course of the war. You can't just drop out and expect to get a win.
Yeah.
And if you really think about it, if we're doing a 100-meter dash and you cut a 50 meters, you forfeited the race for real.
Yeah.
Yeah? We look forward to hearing your comments in the comment section below, man. Talk up the things them, just leave the nastiness outside. It's SoFlo TV, yeah, and I'm here with Brains and the Beat. Don't forget to go subscribe to her channel as well. And little Kai just joined us. Get them deuces. Oh, him said 2 now.
2.
He's now saying 2. Say 2? No 2?
Peace.
Oh, you want your mommy? Alright, go mommy. Peace.